Let's talk about that uncomfortable truth you already know. People treat you with the exact amount of respect you demand through your behavior. Ever wonder why you get interrupted constantly, even when you're making a critical point? Why your so-called friends are perpetually late when meeting you, but they're always on time for other people? Why your opinion is the first one dismissed in a group setting? Why your presence in a room is as noticeable as a single forgotten breadcrumb on the floor? I hate to say it, but the answer is staring you in the mirror. You are the problem. And before you get defensive, relax. That is the best news you'll hear all week. Because if you are the root of the problem, you hold the entire blueprint for the solution. You don't need fake confidence. You don't need aggressive posturing or manufactured swagger. You need an internal calibration. Today, I'm giving you 5 strategic core shifts, inner movements that fundamentally change your energy signature. Do this once and the disrespect ends. Do this consistently and you become magnetic. Fair warning, when you activate this level of self-respect, people will react. Some will instantly upgrade how they treat you. Others, the ones who benefited the most from your past weakness, will start acting strange, distant, or even find reasons to hate you. And that hatred, that's not a punishment. That is your receipt. That is the moment you know you've finally gotten it right. You broke out of the box they put you in. Let's go. 1. Stop being the predictable yes man. Introduce strategic inconsistency. Look, the human brain is lazy. It wants to categorize you as quickly and permanently as possible. It wants to label you always available, always agreeable, or the background noise. If you've been doing the same thing for years, always smiling, always helpful, always accepting the low-status role, you've labeled yourself a non-threat. And let's be brutal. No one respects a non-threat. They just use them. The moment you become predictable, you become worthless. Predictability is the enemy of respect. The strategy, shock the system. You must perform one action that creates a genuine, jarring contradiction to the version of you that people think they know. If you are the person who always initiates contact and does all the emotional heavy lifting, go dark for 2 weeks. If you always accept last-minute plans, respond with a hard boundary. I'd love to, but my schedule is currently full. Need more notice next time. You don't apologize. You state a boundary as a fact. Watch their reaction. Their brain will short-circuit. Why? Because their perception of you is a prison you willingly built for yourself. The moment you introduce genuine, firm unpredictability, their internal file on you is forced to update from sure thing to handle with care. You force them to spend mental energy on you, that is power. Trust me, once you do this even once, the way people treat you will shift instantly. 2. Master the energy of sufficient, not scarcity. If you act like you're waiting around, scanning the room desperately for acknowledgement, you're broadcasting a silent, needy signal. Please validate me. Please notice me. And the world gives you exactly what you signed up for. Nothing. This is the energy of scarcity. You're acting like your life is paused until someone else approves of it. You need to switch to the energy of sufficiency. The strategy, internalize that you are already the VIP. This is subtle. When someone calls your name, don't snap your head around like an eager puppy desperate for a treat. Finish the thought you were having, take an intentional breath, a pause of ownership, and then look up. When you walk into a room, your focus is not on who is watching you, it's on your purpose. Act like you belong there. Look at the people you want to talk to, not the ones who might acknowledge you. When you treat your time and your attention like a finite resource, like gold bullion, everyone else suddenly realizes it is too. You are communicating that your internal world is richer and more engaging than the external world you are choosing to participate in. The difference is all in the energy change and you change the way people treat you. 3. Erase the apology syndrome. Stop begging for acceptance. All right, listen up. If you apologize for existing every 5 minutes, you are single-handedly training people to treat you like a doormat. You bump into someone? Oh, I'm so sorry. You take up half a second of someone's time? Oops, my bad. You want to voice your opinion? Sorry, just my thoughts. Stop it. This constant over-apologizing is basically telling people, hey, my presence is an inconvenience. Please don't mind me. I'm small. You are creating emotional debt where none exists. The strategy? Flip the script to gratitude and assertion. Unless you actually did something criminal, you owe no apology for taking up space. Instead, you need to use high-status replacements. Instead of sorry for being late, say, thank you for waiting. I appreciate your patience. You acknowledge their time without self-flagellation. Instead of sorry to bother you, say, hey, I need 5 minutes of your time. Got a sec? You are asking for a resource, not permission to exist. Instead of sorry, I just think, say, here's my perspective on this. Let me know your thoughts. It's a small verbal shift, but the psychological impact is massive. The moment you stop acting like you owe people an apology for existing, they'll stop expecting you to be small, and they'll start respecting you more. Do it once and watch how their tone changes when they talk to you next. 4. Weaponize silence. Master the strategic, unhurried. Pause. You know what's more powerful than talking? not talking. Most people cannot handle silence. The second there is a gap in a conversation, they rush to fill it with nervous rambling, unnecessary explanations, or over-the-top agreeing. Why? Because they are desperate to sound agreeable. They talk fast. They seek approval, and they sound fundamentally insecure and easily manipulated. The strategy? Take your time. Control the tempo. The deliberate pause is the quietest, most powerful weapon of status you have. Next time someone asks you a question, or next time you deliver a key point, pause for a full second before you answer or continue. No rush, no panic. Just let them sit there for a moment, waiting for your response. See the difference? When you speak too fast, you look like you are chasing their validation. When you take your time, you look like you are evaluating their question and giving approval to your own answer. That subtle shift in tempo changes the dynamic from you being the supplicant to you being the gatekeeper of the conversation. High status is never rushed. 5. Be willing to leave the table. The ultimate power move. Let me tell you the ultimate secret of power. The one that governs all human interaction. The person who needs something the least has the most power. Think about it in business. Who gets respected more? The employee who desperately needs the job and will accept any low treatment to keep it, or the employee who knows their value, performs at a high level, and would happily walk away if they are not treated right? It is the second one, every single time. The strategy: demonstrate non-neediness. You must show, through action, not just words, that you do not need anyone's validation, and you will not tolerate disrespect. The moment someone devalues you, insults you, or consistently takes you for granted, you don't argue. You don't beg for better treatment. You just walk away. That one move alone will make people do a complete 180. Why? Because nothing scares a toxic or entitled person more than losing access to someone they thought they could take for granted. The moment you show that your life is full and that you have options and standards, people stop treating you like a commodity and start treating you like a prize. Here's the deal. If you want people to respect you, you have to stop waiting for them to give you respect. You demand it through your actions. Stop being the convenient, predictable background character. Calibrate your inner world. Act from a place of personal sufficiency. Be strategically inconsistent. Master the pause. And most importantly, always be ready to walk away. Do even one of these things, and I guarantee people will start looking at you differently. Do all 5? Oh, now we're talking main character energy. So go ahead. Try this once. And when people start acting weird around you or suddenly show interest, don't be surprised you just broke out of the box they put you in. If this video hit a soft spot, hit that like and share button. It helps us reach more people who need this message. And if you're committed to building an unbreakable mind and habits that puts all these ideas into practice, make sure you're subscribed to our channel, because we bring you practical advice ready to implement in your day-to-day life. Remember these insights and the solutions, implement them today. Just pick one or two and do it right now. And for more deep dives into strengthening your mind and habits, check the rest of our videos. One more thing before we wrap up. Take good care of your mind and emotions. This is the most important asset you have and your biggest investment. Protect and grow it every day so you reach that next level you are aiming for. Remember, your mind is worth fighting for. See you in the next video.